All right, so we are back and ready to dive into another exciting match coming up in the Premier League.
Absolutely. And this one is particularly interesting.
Yeah, Brighton versus Tottenham. And, Brighton, their unbeaten streak came to an end last week.
Yeah, they would love to get back to that winning, that feeling.
Exactly. And then on the other side, you've got Tottenham, who are coming off a pretty decisive win against Manchester United.
Yeah, a big win for them.
Big win. And so, you might think on paper, oh, Tottenham are just going to walk all over Brighton.
Right.
But it's not that simple. We've got Tips Moto's predictions to factor in as well.
And that's where things get a little bit interesting.
Okay, so give us the inside scoop. What's Tips Moto saying?
Well, they're not really giving Tottenham, a guaranteed win here by any means. Brighton, they've got a pretty impressive home record. Since the start of last season, they actually had the most home draws of any team in the league.
Really?
Yeah, 8 draws at home.
Wow.
So it's kind of like, a fortress for them, in a sense.
Yeah, that says a lot
It does.
about their ability to, grind out a result at home, even if they're not necessarily winning all the time.
Exactly. And if you look at their style of play this season so far, they've got 61.5% average possession,
Wow.
which is a lot.
Yeah, they like to keep the ball.
Yeah, they do.
That's their style.
They like to, pass it around, wait for an opening.
Sure.
But here's the thing about Brighton, and it's kind of interesting.
Right, yeah.
October is not their month.
Oh, no.
Since 2020, they've only won 1 game in October out of 16.
Oh, wow. So that's a trend that's not in their favor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of a spooky month for Brighton.
It's a spooky month for Brighton.
Right.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see if they can buck that trend this time around.
Yeah, and I mean, they've got players like Carlos Baleba, who's been making a name for himself.
He's been impressive.
He became the youngest Cameroonian to both score and assist in a Premier League match.
Yeah, he really, announced himself on the big stage.
Yeah, he did.
To go from, 0 goal contributions in 31 appearances to a goal and an assist in 1 match.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's a statement.
Right.
It really is.
And then you look at Tottenham's attack, and, I mean, they have been relentless.
Oh, absolutely.
They're leading the league in shots and shots on target.
They're a force to be reckoned with going forward.
Right, and it's not by chance. I mean, this is a very deliberate, tactical approach from Ange Postecoglou.
It's all about that attacking intensity they've been playing with.
Right.
I mean, they've got the most shots on target in the first 6 games of any Premier League season since 2003.
Wow.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
That just shows you how much they're going for it this season.
And Dejan Kulusevski's been pulling the strings in that attack.
He's been exceptional, drawing a lot of comparisons to Christian Eriksen with his playmaking ability.
Yeah, I could see it.
Right. And you look at the match against Manchester United, he created 9 scoring chances.
9?
9.
That's insane.
It's incredible. And that's actually the most by a Tottenham player in a single Premier League match since 2003 when they started tracking this data.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, he's on another level right now.
Wow, okay.
He really is.
So Kulusevski is definitely the one to watch out for. But we also can't forget about Brennan Johnson, who has been on a hot streak lately.
Oh, absolutely. He's been clinical in front of goal.
5 consecutive matches with a goal across all competition.
Yeah, that's the kind of form that can really boost a team.
Right.
And it makes Tottenham's attack even more dangerous, even without their captain, Son Heung-min.
Yeah, speaking of Son, it sounds like he's likely to miss this match with that thigh issue.
Yeah, it's a shame for him, but it does give other players a chance to shine.
Right. And Tottenham have plenty of attacking options to fill that void.
Oh, they certainly do.
But still, it's going to be a challenge for Brighton's defense to contain that kind of firepower.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how they approach this game defensively.
Yeah, because they're going to have to be on their A game.
They will.
To keep Tottenham at bay.
Absolutely. And with Dominic Solanke in the form of his life.
Right.
He's aiming for his 3rd consecutive Premier League goal, and he's been a goal-scoring machine. Only 2 English players have scored more goals than him in the Premier League since the start of last season.
Wow, okay, so that's a pretty impressive record.
It is, and it shows how much of a threat he poses to any defense.
Yeah, definitely one for Brighton to keep a close eye on.
Oh, absolutely.
So Brighton's defense definitely going to have their work cut out for them in this match.
Yeah, they've got a tough task ahead of them, for sure.
And are there any injuries on the Brighton side that we need to be aware of?
Yeah, there are a couple question marks still.
Right.
Veltman-Adingra and Milner all missed that Chelsea match with injuries. So we'll have to see if they're back in contention for this one. But on a more positive note,
Okay.
Gruda and March have returned to training
Okay.
after being out injured. So that's good news for Brighton fans.
Good, good. So hopefully they'll get the green light.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, so looking back a little bit at the history between these two teams, Tottenham have had Brighton's number in recent encounters.
Yeah, they really have.
Right.
Out of their 14 Premier League matches, Tottenham have won 9 times.
Wow.
Brighton have won 4, and there's only been 1 draw.
Okay.
So, and their last match was back in February, and Tottenham actually won that one 2-1 with a last-minute goal.
Oh, wow.
In the 96th minute by Brennan Johnson.
Oh, wow. What a heartbreaker for Brighton.
Yeah, it was a tough one to take for them, but Brighton did actually beat Tottenham last season at home 4-2, so they can definitely get a result against them.
So there's hope for the Seagulls.
There is hope.
Okay. So what does Tips Moto say about this match?
Well,
Give me the percentages.
Tips Moto gives Tottenham a 41.2% chance of winning,
Okay.
Brighton a 34.2% chance,
Okay.
and a draw at 24.6%.
So pretty close, actually.
Incredibly close. It's going to be a tight one.
Wow. So much for a relaxing Sunday watch.
This is Premier League football. Anything can happen.
Right. Exactly.
And if we look at Tips Moto's season-long predictions,
Yes.
they have Tottenham finishing 5th and Brighton finishing 9th.
Okay. So this match has implications.
It does. Every match counts.
Right, for their final league standing.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, so this is actually a much bigger match than you might initially think.
Absolutely. And
Right.
beyond just the numbers, there's a really interesting tactical battle.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, you've got Brighton's possession-based style of play,
Right?
which can be very effective at controlling the tempo of the game.
Sure.
But against a team like Tottenham with such a potent attack,
Right.
they might need to be a bit more direct, a bit more clinical.
Yeah.
When they get into those attacking positions.
Right, if they're too passive, Tottenham will pick them apart.
Exactly. And with players like Kulusevski's son and Johnson,
Right.
they can really hurt teams on the counterattack.
Yeah, Brighton's defense is going to have to be super organized and disciplined.
Absolutely. They can't afford to switch off for a second.
No, not even for a second.
Tottenham will punish them.
Yeah, it sounds like the key battles are going to be in the midfield and in the defense. If Brighton can kind of disrupt Tottenham's rhythm and limit their chances,
Right.
they've got a shot.
They do.
But if Tottenham can kind of establish themselves early on
Yeah.
and get that momentum going,
Yeah. It could be a long day for Brighton.
yeah, it could be a long day. So for anyone listening who is now ready to put some money down on this match after hearing these Tips Moto predictions, where should they go?
We'll definitely have to check out Tips Moto's platform.
Okay.
They've got a whole betting platform going on, and they claim to have unbeatable odds. So, might be worth testing that theory.
Yeah, put that to the test.
Exactly.
Okay.
And they've got a really active community on social media as well, particularly in Kenya.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so if you're looking for, some extra insights, some tips, some banter,
Yeah.
definitely a good place to check out.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, so putting you on the spot here.
Okay.
Who do you think is going to win this match?
Oh, man, that is a tough one.
It's a tough one, right?
Brighton at home, they're always a tough team to beat.
Yeah,
But Tottenham's attack is just so dangerous right now.
it is.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Tottenham might just edge it.
Okay.
But don't be surprised if Brighton pull off an upset.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be close.
Very close.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. Brighton versus Tottenham.
Should be a cracker.
A tactical battle. A battle for league position.
Absolutely.
Make sure you tune in for that one this weekend. It's going to be a good one. And let us know in the comments who you are rooting for, because we have no idea. This one is too close to call.
Too close to call.
All right, thanks for joining us for another deep dive, and we'll see you next time.